What's up guys, welcome to another leftstickrightstick Dreams video. We're doing a little Pokemon showcase here. There's lots of really cool Pokemon themed stuff created in Dreams. And if you like any of these, let me know which ones you like and what you like about them in the comments below. Or just click that like button. So first off, we're going to look at the Pokeball project by Martin Steff. These actually is really cool. I really like the idea of this. You actually created the environments for each Pokemon inside a Pokeball, and you got the Pokeball actual sculpt as well. I'd like to see more of these coming up. These are just really cool, nice little bits. Just it's just designing a little environment for the Pokemon to be in. So it's really cool that inside a Pokeball, that's what it's like. Then we look at some really cool, in-depth, detailed Pokemon sculpts. This is by there's Voltorb and Magnemite by Father Death 93. It just looked so epic and so cool, and probably what you kind of expect more sculpts to really the way to do character sculpts. Not just actually making the character itself, adding little animations and stuff, but actually putting it in a nice little theme setting with the Magnemite. That was awesome. And then another Pokemon creator is Random. He's made little animations to go along with his sculpts, I guess. And then he's done Gengar, Charizard, and Snorlax, and he's sort of done them in a sort of a theme kind of thing where they're actually emerging or they're doing something related to them, which just adds a lot more epicness to it rather than just simply having the actual Pokemon just being sculpted and standing there. So these are really cool. So definitely follow these creators if you want to see more Pokemon stuff as well in Dreams, because obviously I think these creators are just going to keep creating these Pokemon items throughout. I'll say that some of Random's creations probably lack the sort of detail and polish that Father Death had, but they're still very cool nonetheless. Obviously this one you've probably seen before on MM stream. This is Wheezing by Dot. That's just a creator, but I really like the actual extra animation of the gas coming out of Wheezing. That's really cool. The only thing that probably could have been done even better, just take this Wheezing one step further, would be to actually have the Wheezing expand and contract, and actually moving its mouth as well. Other cool, just mostly still sculpts. It's this Fennekin Special Evolutions by JCallStar1. These are just amazing. I like that he's done the actual evolutionary step as well as adding some background to it as well. So this is actually looking really cool, and it's just a very beautiful sculpt. These sculpts, you don't always have to have full animation. Just have a little bit of animation there. So like the fire there that Fennekin is holding is just enough to just grab your more attention and just make the whole thing seem more dynamic rather than just, oh, this is just one still piece here. But then going all the way over to the other end, we have Pokemon Sylveon by histoire-ange, and he's actually made a full puppet of Sylveon, which is really cool. The legs in the jumping animation look kind of odd, but the running looks perfectly fine, and I just like these kind of whisker ear things flailing around. But someone who's been doing quite a lot of actual sculpting of individual Pokemon is Dion P, and these are just a couple of his. This is Swablu. And he's also done an animated Lucario. I mean, when I say animated, it's just the energy ball, shadow ball that Lucario is shooting is animated. Lucario itself isn't animated, but it's still very nice. And we've done it, in terms of still sculpts, this is actually a really cool way to do it by Samuel Kingsley. Got number 25 Pikachu, just like a trophy. Then we've got, Pichu by KaiFraz4048. This just looks very polished in my opinion. This whole Pichu, everything just looks perfectly recreated in my opinion, like 3D wise for Pichu. This is really cool. Similarly with Dugtrio by Naruga418, this was actually really cool as well. I like that the Dugtrios weren't all just standing straight, they were angled, which I've seen a couple of other Dugtrios made that were just all standing straight up rather than being angled out together, so this just seems more dynamic, more interesting. Return again to Martin Steff, who has made a Pokeball showroom. He's not only has he actually made recreated the Pokeball and like Master Ball and the Great Ball, etc. He's also come up with his own, concepts for what other future Pokeballs could be, which is kind of really interesting as well. And he's also shown in the wall. If you go into the Pokeball showroom yourself, you can see he's separated the Pokeball out into multiple different parts to show how you can actually remix that possibly and design your own Pokeballs using different sections. combining different sections and molding and editing different sections of the Pokeball, the top, the bottom, and the middle. So this was really cool. I just liked that it was done in a showroom museum style way. And then now, going on to some more of the interesting parts, I guess, where there's Rides Co. has actually made a catching Pokemon level where you actually have animations to go with Pokemon. You can actually send the Pokemon out, you can retrieve the Pokemon, and you can go catch Pokemon as well. So this is sort of like a sort of demo test thing where it's a more proof of concept kind of thing, because obviously in this whole little world the Pokemon are not so interesting. They don't move that much, but you can go around and try and catch them. So that is actually a really, really neat thing. And obviously Riseco just used the Pokemon sculpts from other creators and just put them in his level, because he's mostly doing the catching thing. But another sort of demo thing is Pokemon Battle Demo by Renzo2003ZO, where it's sort of, again, using the characters, the Pokemons that sculpted by other people to actually try to recreate the whole battle mechanic. Another player's also been doing that is a Renji Folksmon Battle, and this is done, it actually makes it feel very much like, the olden times, the olden style with the whole HP bars and menus and even the actual items, etc. menu. So that's really cool. And then in terms of further battling, there's Pokemon Generations Battle by Arking Daddy. So obviously it's recreating the sort of 3D battling of Pokemon Generations. The actual character Pokemon themselves obviously need quite a bit of polish, as well as the effects, but it's pretty cool that he's actually done this. I've had some issues with the attacks and not really connecting and stuff, but obviously this is a work in progress, lots more to actually be added onto it, but this is a great proof of concept, I think, and it'll be cool to see more Pokemons added, a little bit of polish added as well, and so that's really cool. And then, finally we're going to look at Pokemon, the Kanto region by X2K7. This was really amazing. He actually recreated the Kanto region pretty well in a more 3D-ish walkthrough version, which is really amazing. I'd like to see a bit more developed onto this if it does, but at the moment, there's no actual random encounters, there's no Pokemon battling. But to be fair, I feel like this could actually be worked in together. Things can be, like the Pokemon system can be linked into this somehow, just to have, battle system while walking through this 3D Kanto region, because it's really cool. None of the buildings actually work though, and it's just more of a walkthrough environment. This is very amazing. But let me know what you think about these in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to leftstickrightstick for more Dreams showcases, and I hope you guys enjoy.